Hello guys, welcome to my channel WebGR of Talents, and in the previous video we have already discussed a problem. Do you remember it? If you hadn't watched that video, don't at all get worried. The link is in the description. Watch it right now. So in the previous video we were discussing a physics question from the chapter motion. So it was from the it's chapter 6. So we were discussing an important question. So let's get into the question now. We were solving it. We were in the halfway and today we'll complete it. So let's solve this problem as usually how we do the previous problems. So what was the first step that we learned to do in such type of physics questions? If you remember it, the first thing that we have to do is to write the details that we have been known from the question. So we have to write it as given and start writing the information what was given to us. So let's first check what are all the information that is given to us. So first of all, we should look at the initial velocity. So here we have been given the initial velocity. If you look carefully, it is 22.4 meter per second because they said that the Lamborghini car was traveling already at 22.4 meter per second. So the initial velocity or u, we represent the initial velocity as u, right? So initial velocity u 22.4 meter per second. Now here, so in this question here, we can use the first equation of motion. So why do you think we can use the first equation of motion here? The first equation of motion that we have is equal to V is equal to U plus AT. So here we have all the values present with us. So we can just substitute the values and solve it. So let's write the equation first. V is equal to U plus AT. So this is our first equation of motion. So the thing first is V. So we have V here. The next thing is U. Even we have U here. And acceleration, we don't have it. So let's leave it here. And other one is T. And T also we have it there. Okay then. Let's substitute the values and solve it. V0 is equal to U that we have is 22.4 meter per second plus A, I'm gonna write as it is, into, I'm gonna keep a bracket for this, 2.55 seconds. So this is that we have, and first let's take this 22.4 meter per second from RHS to LHS. So this would become 22.4 is equal to 2.55 A. So this is what that we will be have remaining. So this would become A is equal to 22.4 divided by 2.55. So if we solve this, the acceleration would be somewhat 8.784. Now you might be thinking how I solved this pretty big division very easily. So I'm gonna tell you the trick that I have used here? The trick that I have used here is to use a magic device, that is calculator. So we will get it as 8.784. So do you think we are missing anything over here? Yes, we are missing. So the thing that we are missing is to add the unit. So the unit for this would be meter per second square. So the acceleration that we got here is a, that is acceleration is equal to 8.784 meter per second. So now to solve the next part of the question, we should again be using our keys to unlock the doors. That is nothing but equations of motion. So from this part we can use the third equation of motion here. Third equation of motion, as we saw here, is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So let's write it. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. So this is the third equation of motion. Now let's check, do we have all the values for substituting them in this third equation of motion? Because we have to find nothing but this skidding distance. So here we have s, that would be the skidding distance. S means distance, right? So we will be getting the distance if we try to solve this problem using this equation. Now let's check, do we have all the values? First, v. Do we have v present with us? Yes. First one done. V is 0 that we have. The second one that we should have is u. Do we have u anywhere? Yeah, we have u also. That is 22.4 meter per second. Okay. And we have 2. Hey, 2 is a constant and it's a number. Where am I looking at that? Okay, leave it. And then a, that is acceleration. Yeah, I remember it. We found it right now. It is 8.184 meter per second square. It's at the bottom right there. And s, that we'll be finding right now by solving it. So let's go and solve it now. It's just a piece of cake. We should just go and bite it. That's it. So let's substitute. Substituting is as simple. 0 square. Oh, very big calculation we have to do here. 0 square. Oh my god. And then u square is equal to 2. So what is the acceleration we got? Is 8.784. that is the acceleration. And s, we have to find it, so let's leave it as it is. So let's try solving it. 0 square, 0 minus, what is 22.4 square? Again, magic trick I have said you. So 22.4 square would be nothing but 501.76. I got the answer from the magic device calculator. So now we should multiply 2 into 8.784. It's easy, but I'm lazy, so I'm just checking it in the calculator. So the answer from the magic device is 17.568 that I got. So oh, we have forgotten something, that is s, so I'm writing it. And then this would be nothing but s is equal to minus 501.76 divided by 17.568. So again the use of magic device, the calculator here. Now I'm gonna praise the inventor of calculator, whoever it is. It's being very useful for me in this moment. So the answer would be 28.1 28.56. So what are the units that we are having here? It's distance, so it would be meters. So the final answer that we got is 28.56 meters. So my favorite car, Lamborghini, got skid and it stopped at a distance of 28.56 meters. So let's look at the summary of the question that we have solved right now. So the first step that we did is to write the known values or the given values from the question. And the second step that we did is that we recall the equations of motion that we have. And the next step that we did is we used the first equation of motion, which is v is equal to u plus at, and just substituted the values which were given to us from the question and got the acceleration as 8.784 meter per second square. And then again we use the third equation of motion and again substituted the values that we got in the third equation of motion, which is v square minus u square is 2as. So finally we got s, that is distance was 28.56 meters. So the final answer from this question we got it as 28.56 meters. So the Lamborghini car took a distance after a sudden brake, took a skid of 28.56 meters.